Hello, it's your girl Claudia Jordan. It's Thursday. We are back with some more TGIF. We're here to spill the tea, break down the biggest headlines in the news and on social media. So sit back, relax, and get ready to sip on this hot tea. Hopefully you have poured yourself a nice cocktail, and hopefully my co-hosts have as well. Please welcome Al Reynolds and Funky Dineva. What's up, fellas?
What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday.
What y'all drinking? Y'all drinking tonight, or are we still being bougie?
I think it's safe to say I don't drink no more.
Whatever.
Because y'all know I'm over here unlocking my better self, drinking my tea, keeping my skin good, because alcohol dehydrates you. And it makes you look old and run down like Claudia and Al. And since I'm
yeah. I'm having grenadian.
Hold on now. And then, Claudia, girl, I see you. You know, we gays set the trend for womanhood. I had my arms out, and now you want to have your cisgender woman arms out.
Well, ma'am, sir, I've been showing my arms out. So this cisgender woman has always had her arms out. So my days of Price is Right when you were just in kitten heels, okay? When you was looking at a baby kitten heel. So are we competing for body? Are you gaining and I'm losing?
I think so. I think that's what's going on. But you know what? All that matters is we both look good.
How much have you gained weight? How much?
Yeah, 15 pounds.
So you gained 15, and I think I lost about 12 actually.
Okay.
Yeah. I was my all-time high was 173 when y'all was in the chat, not you.
That's what I am right now.
Oh,
that's what I am right now. I'm 173.
And now I'm 150.
That's where I started.
Wow. We have swapped lives. And I had a boyfriend. Now I'm single and having a hot girl summer. And now you is having a hot girl life. And now you're spoken for, aren't you?
I'm getting to know somebody that I like a whole lot. Okay, I'll get you. I can't wait to see it become something real. Like past 2 weeks. Oh, was that a read? At least he's sexually attracted to me.
Mine is too.
Ooh.
Yeah, mine is too. He's not gonna be seen in public because he's not married.
So this is the type of show we doing tonight.
Yeah,
this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing tonight.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sis.
Okay.
All right, now we have a little fun. So Al, you're drinking, right, Al?
Yes.
What was it? What are you drinking? I didn't catch what you were.
I'm drinking Grenadian rum with a splash of cranberry juice.
Okay. All right. I'm just drinking lemonade because I'm still trying to get over these migraines I'm having. I don't know if that's menopause. I'm just getting old, allergies. I don't know what it is, but we will find out. All right, y'all. They in the chat saying shots fired. They love it. They love it. They love it. Why y'all like it so much? I mean, keep reading each other. Okay, let's get into the show. Oh, we got some already some comments in the chat. Amy Coley said, "Hey Claudia, Alan, Funky, having a difficult week. You guys have been helping me smile. Thank you."
Oh, Amy, we hope we can continue to make you smile, Amy. We're gonna have a good show for you.
And Clicks and Views said, "Are they ignoring Al?" No, it's just that we don't talk to Al like that. Me and Q do, and we didn't want to have him catch any strays. Yeah. And Cali Girl said, "Okay, Q, let me find out this is your last summer outside like Young Miami."
I hope so, because I don't want to be old, miserable, and bitter and single like y'all. And really quick, I got a birthday shout out. I want to give a special shout out to our soulmate, Katora White. Katora White, happy birthday from myself, TGIF, and the FOXSOUL family. Mwah.
Also, Melody, which is a little darling with the big, that does all our edits. It was her birthday. I was supposed to say this yesterday. And we also have Erica Saley, and I have a couple more later on. Al, do you have any shout outs for birthday?
I do. Let me get back to you.
Okay, so next segment, we'll do some more birthday shout outs. So soulmates, we love y'all. All right, let's get into these topics because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Sexyy Red was accused of emasculating Black men after she came on stage with 2 Black men at her feet during her Rolling Loud performance. Sexyy Red responded to the criticism in a tweet. She wrote, "I'm freaky. Shut up." Do you think Sexyy Red deserved the criticism for this? Al, what you think?
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Remember, NLE Shopper, he brought out Sexyy Red and Sukihana on the same leash in a music video. When was that? Like a couple of weeks ago. So if we're going to be mad at her for doing the two guys, then we need to be mad at him. We need to show the same outrage for him doing the two girls. But to me, this is on brand for her. We subscribe to her as a talent because we are expecting ghetto, ratchet, and debauchery. And she delivers every single time. This is 100% on brand, and I enjoyed it.
You.
You know what? I hate these old hotep ass men, these old super woke ass need to take a nap ass men, these old fragile ego having ass men. They get one glimpse of anything that's inconsistent with the way that they are used to seeing themselves portrayed in media, and all of a sudden there's this global conspiracy to emasculate men. We have been putting women on leashes, calling them bitches and hoes, having them showing they hoo-ha, and they you-ha since the damn 90s, since Luke came out, and there has been no issue. We've been dragging women on leashes, having them in beds and videos, having them naked in videos, having them in hot tubs. It's been no problem. You get shown for 45 seconds coming out on a leash. You wasn't even walking sexy, and the two guys that she picked looked like two crackheads, quiet as it's kept, and you hollering about the emasculation of men. Y'all should even see the comments that me and Al get on this show. I don't understand why they got two fairies up there talking about black issues. That's what they want. Black women, this what y'all like, that emasculation of men. The gays get a little bit of representation, just a little bit. Now y'all been emasculated. She giving y'all the same sexual energy that y'all give them. Now y'all been emasculated. Like, shut the hell up, please.
Did Snoop Dogg do it at the MTV Awards in like 2003, 13, 3?
I don't remember.
Remember when he had those two ladies walking around?
You know, a lot of people
always treat women like shit in media. I'm sorry, Claudia.
It's okay. I get a lot of those same emails to people mad at me that I'm assisting in this agenda to emasculate the black male. That's all you want to do is be around two fairies, and you don't have no real straight men. You know what? Fuck y'all. Okay, miss me. Again, like to echo what both y'all said, y'all been doing it for years. You're really uncomfortable right now because of like women. Listen, it may not be my cup of tea, some of this music, but I think there should be a space for all types, you know, all different narratives. And that's my reasoning I give some of the ratchet television. May not be my cup of tea, but there is an audience for it. And, you know, I just think there should be more balance. That's my beef with the whole thing. But yeah, y'all been doing this. And y'all don't like when it gets thrown back on you. And those crackheads probably needed some money. So I don't know, whatever. They ain't a popping show. I heard she turned down like a lot of money right now. Like she's hot in these streets.
Her booty hole brown and her hoo-ha pink. So, I mean, when your booty hole brown and what you call it pink, I mean, that's worth something. I don't know what color yours is, but the color hers is, that's worth something.
Okay. I hate to go from that to Judge Mathis allegedly pointed a gun at 3 Los Angeles city employees during a heated confrontation over parking. Mathis claims the employees were blocking his vehicle, which made him unable to pull out of his driveway. Mathis claims he stood in the street and the employees told him if he didn't move, they'd run him over with their truck. What are your thoughts on this confrontation? Q, let's go to you first. And Mathis denies showing his gun, but he did say, he did announce that he had one. So Q, what you think?
He did.
Should he have shot the shit out of them?
He should no, he shouldn't have shot the shit out of them people because they work for the same side of the law, the city, the state, the government. But he did it, or he definitely told them people. He definitely told them people he'll shoot the shit out their ass if they didn't move. Y'all be seeing the way Judge Mathis be going off on people or whatever. He might not have flashed it, but he damn sure told them people he'll shoot the shit out of them if they didn't move their car out the way of his driveway. I could so see Judge Mathis losing his temper and cussing them folks out.
Al, what do you think?
I agree. You know, the one thing that I always have to say when we talk about Judge Mathis is that he's the longest running black male television host in the history of television. I always want to give it up to Judge Mathis. But you know what? He's also from Detroit. And you know that Detroit in you, once you have it in you, I don't care how many degrees you have, I don't care how successful you are. If you are tried out here in these streets, you're going to revert back to that Detroit days where you put people in that place. I absolutely agree with you. I definitely think that Judge Mathis, and we know how he put people in that place. I think he definitely did it.
I think he did too, but I have no problem with it. I think he has extremely good judgment. There's been so many times he's done shows where he has detected a hint of crack back in 82. And at first you're like, nah, not this nice school teacher. And by the end of the segment, he done cracked the code, got them to break down. I think he has extremely good instincts. I think he has a really, really good judgment. So I think he did it and he had a reason to do it because he felt threatened. And there will be no Judge Mathis slander on this show right here. Shout out to Detroit. All right, Detroit versus everybody. I rock with Judge Mathis. All right, looks like the judges are facing the heat this week. An Oklahoma judge received backlash after being caught on camera scrolling through her phone during the trial of a murdered 2-year-old. Now, the judge is accused of scrolling through social media as the child's mother was crying on the stand while testifying against her boyfriend. Al, what do you think about this?
I mean, this was just infuriating to me. I don't know why this made me so upset. It's almost like she didn't take her sworn oath seriously. To me, this judge owes the woman that was on the stand an apology, the jury, the bailiff, the attorneys. I think she owes everybody in the justice system. This was a level of disrespect professionally, her integrity that she demands in her courtroom, because we've seen footage of her in her courtroom. She demands respect. She demands attention. And I think she didn't give it. If it was me, I think she needs to be investigated, because that means she wasn't paying attention. And she looked like she didn't really care. So in this case, I didn't like it. I think that the county, the city, the state should launch an investigation around this judge to make sure that she's taking her professional ethics, her responsibility as a judge, which is the highest office you can have in the criminal system, more serious.
What do you think she was looking through and scrolling for a cue? Was she ordering something?
Control top garments.
Was she, or are you just making that up?
No, she was probably looking for some. You seen that shape? She was shaped like a mustard. She probably was looking for the discount on Spanx.
Can production put the picture back up of when she
there she go right there. She probably was looking for
right here.
That, yeah. Let me tell you something. She and the desk organizer, she was looking for a drawer organizer and for some control top garments. She should be permanently demoted. I think that there are certain positions in certain careers where you are allowed to make a mistake, get a write-up, be given a warning. And there are certain that once you just show that you don't have the maturity level to handle, you should never be given again. This is one of them. The trial should be retried from start to finish, because obviously you were not actively paying attention, and the fate of someone's life and lifelong effects of whatever ruling hinge on your ruling, and you got your face in the Facebook marketplace. It's just unacceptable. If you did it on this case, what other cases have you not been present for? And your lack of presence has affected your rulings. She should be stripped of her judgehood, if that's a word, and never be reinstated.
Someone said, they all shady in the chat. We got the soulmates are so shady. DJ K Renee said something for her wide bike, looking for a waist trainer, definitely on Amazon, unprofessional. That's a group text. Phoenix Rising said that's so sad. It's so sad. Must have been one of our babies, because these pale skins be all about theirs. And Darius Daniels made a point, said not a kind of excuse, but she's probably desensitized to it. It was probably a typical Tuesday for her. That's fine. But when you go to court, I'm sure she does not tolerate that in her court. One time when my stalker, we went to court for my case, and he was there, and I told my friend, take a picture of him. She fucked up and left her flash on. She got thrown out of the courthouse for having her phone out. And that's how serious they take it. So why does not the same rules apply to the judge? It's really simple. Unless you're looking up something for the case, right? All right, moving on. Get ready for this Hollywood breakup alerts. All right, Tina Knowles-Lawson has filed for divorce from actor Richard Lawson after 8 years of marriage. Now, Tina went to court to terminate both of their abilities to seek spousal support. Did you see this coming, Q?
No, not at all. Excuse me. Not at all. And y'all know I am the biggest fan of saying we have to wait until we get the details before we start speculating. But soulmates, if we could just take the next 30 seconds and be messy and gossip, why y'all think they divorced? Y'all think Richard cheated or whatever? And quiet as it's kept, we never got no follow-up to that break-in. And remember, I was telling you, Claudia, it's just hard for me to believe that somebody of her level, her safe ain't, in an inconspicuous place. Y'all think Richard went in that house and got some stuff out of that safe, or probably got a portion of his money or whatever was in that safe that was joint property under his eyes? Because it's giving me whoever went to that safe knew where that safe was and knew how to get into that bad boy. And then we hear this. I don't know. I ain't want to gossip, but y'all ain't heard this from me. But I think Richard had allegedly went in there and got out his stuff. And because Tina rightfully ain't have, no right to it, and it probably was joint property, she ain't had no choice but to call and say it was joint property. But I find it also funny, though, that you get a divorce from him, and she's not going back to her maiden name. She wants to be reinstated as Tina Knowles, which I find funny because the Knowles name, Matthew Knowles, is the one who really did you wrong, had 2 kids, one on you, one after you. And it's not like your children's last name are Knowles anymore, or that they're young. I mean, she's Beyonce Carter and Solange's single baby mama. So I just find it odd that she's going back to Knowles and not her maiden name. What y'all think?
If you've seen the show Black Love that they were on, almost all the couples that have been on that show are getting divorced.
I saw that meme today.
And if you looked at it, on that, he looked extremely uncomfortable. And the T is that he's the one that filed against her. He's the one that wants a divorce. So it does make sense that the money might be taken, maybe, allegedly. He looked so uncomfortable when she said, you don't get everything you want on one person. No, he ain't perfect. He's like, I'm not. She's like, no, anyways. And he looked like, he looked really hurt. Al, what'd you think about that? You saw the clip of them on
I don't know why you two are acting like I didn't say this on TGIF a couple of weeks ago, and y'all shoot me right on away. I said this a couple of weeks on this show that there was something that wasn't right. But anyway, at the end of the day, you guys, I'm a sucker for marriages. I'm a sucker for love. I just hate to see these two break up. Remember, he shared a long time ago that he's been wanting to be with her for 32 years. For 32 years, he's been sitting on the sidelines admiring her. And to see that kind of dissolve is kind of sad. The only thing I hope, this is the only thing I'm hoping for, I just hope Tina does not turn around and start dating a 30-year-old rapper. That would not be a good look.
I don't think that she would. She better not. Did you hear that? Well, I know we got to go to break, but supposedly he was mad, didn't feel supportive in her supporting his movies, that he just directed, and that she was, at all of Beyonce's dates, and he felt a kind of way. That's allegedly. All right, y'all. Coming up next, what would you do if you're caught in sticky situations? And later, Sharelle Rosado gives us TMI. Keep it here. You don't want to miss this. We'll be right back. Welcome back to TGIF. One more birthday shout out I want to give. This is coming for Precious Williams, your friend Talisa Bridges. She asked me a couple days ago, and I've been forgetting this. So happy birthday to Precious Williams from Talisa Bridges and us at FOXSOUL. And if you have birthday shout outs, just send us a DM and we'll try to, get to them. Don't be sending us too many though. Like, we send us like 20 of them, just a few here and there, a few cute ones. Al,
I'm still looking. Let me keep looking.
Okay. You know what? Next segment. We'll give them every segment. How about that? All right, soulmates, have y'all ever thought about how you would handle yourself if you were placed in the middle of an unexpected situation? Well, we'd like for you to chime in as we present various scenarios in a fun little segment we like to call hashtag WWYD. What would you do? All right, a woman was filmed throwing down with her husband's alleged OnlyFans model mistress in the middle of a Las Vegas hotel. The 24-year-old mistress, Danielle Pertusulia, claims 42-year-old Aaron Harris hit her from behind and jumped her. What would you do if you found out your husband was cheating? Are you jumping the mistress, Al?
I'm beating everybody. I'm beating everybody. And I'm going to beat him because when he was asked about it, he was like, that's none of my business. He said that was 2 women fighting. He didn't even defend his wife. I just thought that was garbage. I would have to beat him for saying that. But the thing here is that confuses me the most is this is a corporate executive that represents LeBron James. So my question is, because she's the CMO of his liquor brand, I mean, he's probably one of the richest athletes in the world. Like, is she going to be able to keep her job for this? Because this is quite embarrassing, not for just her and her family, but also for LeBron and the brand.
That's a hot mess. So she was working for him, and she's the one that was putting the hands. The wife.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Q, what are your thoughts?
And-
What would you do?
Well, and to add, before that, she was working over there, Puffy managing some of his stuff. She wasn't wrong for whooping that mistress ass down to that casino. She whooped her ass down to that casino for you, and I'm gonna tell you why she wasn't wrong for whooping her ass. Because she spoke to that bitch 4 months ago on the phone and told that girl leave her husband alone. All right. Now the first go round when you find out, you know what I'm saying, you are always wrong for confronting the woman. You should always confront your man. But the fact that she spoke to her 4 months ago, told her, that's my husband, I know what y'all doing, that was the mistress warning shot to leave that lady man alone. But you kept on. And you only 24 years old. You kept on playing with a real grown woman that told you to stay away from her husband, and you got your ass whooped.
Didn't she hire a private investigator to
Did.
follow her husband?
Did. Mm-hmm.
I just like, why isn't she beating up her husband?
Because he made good money.
I don't believe that the
Because
two
he
of them
made
were-
good money, and I'm not giving up this lifestyle. That's
Oh,
right.
gotcha. Okay, that could make a little bit of a sense.
That's
But
what makes all the sense. I hate when we be acting like leave. Listen, in 2023, we gonna be grown about it. Bitch, I'm not leaving my rich husband. I'm not. I see the way y'all hoes out here living. Paycheck to paycheck, struggling, taking care of them kids by yourself, your car smoking, your check engine light on, the Negro won't even put gas in your car. You're not getting my good husband. No.
I'm saying not to leave him, but why doesn't she beat him? Why doesn't she inflict havoc on him?
I beat him later. This ain't about him. I beat him at home. But
let me tell you why. Because
I was in this situation before.
I don't think that the two of them were there by happenstance. I think they were both there. I know that it was the NBA Summer League. I got that. But I think he probably invited the mistress to come out there because he was going to be out there with his wife. I think
that's how it always goes.
That.
That's how it always goes. You and your wife be on floor 8, she be on floor 3. And you know your wife like to go to bed at 9, so you hook up with her at 10 down at the craps table. And she got the crap beat out of her.
Claudia,
I've been in a situation before, and he was a millionaire, and I whipped his ass. And
See,
I don't feel bad about it.
that's why you're damn single now, girl.
No, and he's broke now. I made the right decision. I have way more money than him now. He broke.
You were supposed to work with it, okay?
No.
Betty Wright said, having a piece of man is better than having no man at all.
It ain't. That's for ugly and desperate bitches. That is not for us.
Who was it, Claudia? Spill the tea. Spill the tea.
That's not for my kind. That's for them. That's not for me. I'm not settling for that shit. He broke now. He mismanaged. I whipped his ass though. Yeah, because he owed me the
Do we
loyalty.
know him?
I'll tell you during the break because I'm embarrassed I used to date him. All right. Texas couple filed a lawsuit against an Airbnb owner after he allegedly filmed them with hidden cameras while they had sex in the bathroom. The couple became suspicious when they noticed the room had 2 smoke detectors. One of the detectors had a hidden camera inside of it. What would you do if you found a hidden camera in an Airbnb where you're supposed to have privacy? Cute.
I would have made a mistake and made sure that he actually needed to use those smoke detectors, aka set that bitch on fire, and then would have sat in the other room and been like, "Who me? The smoke detectors didn't go. Oh my God, my cigarette must have fallen in the garbage by mistake." But why didn't the smoke detectors go off? There was 2 of them in there. That's what the hell I would have did.
Damn, we admitting to all kind of crimes today. Trafficking, assaults, fights, arson.
The issue with this particular case, everybody, is that his brother, allegedly, who was a criminal, who was, convicted of healthcare fraud, convicted of drug diversion, he's the one that they actually found in his room, these hidden smoke detector, hidden cameras. So the owner is saying, hey, it wasn't me, it was actually my criminal brother.
But what would you do? What would you do, Al?
Oh, hell, I would do the same thing they did. I would sue. Well, Airbnb has insurance. I used to be an Airbnb. I used to run a couple of Airbnbs.
You know what?
Of course you did.
I did. That's nothing new. I told y'all that. I told you that 100 times.
So production, I have a production. Sorry, Al. I have a production note. I would like a running ticker Every time Al missed another job, I want it to go like a click, like 7, 8, like a counter, like, the population, it goes up. I want to have that at the bottom for
I
Al.
talk about the same ones all the time. But anyway, I would sue. I mean, Airbnb, they have insurance against them, so that you would get paid through the insurance. But I would sue everybody involved.
I put a mask on and give them a sex tape they want it, but we won't see my face. Oh, you want to film? Okay. All right. I'm going to violate your bathroom. All right. Cam Newton is receiving backlash for arguing with fans in New Orleans. Check out this clip.
How many rings you got? 9.
I got a question.
9. Oh, shit. Oh, we got the same amounts. No, but we don't got the same bank account.
What would you do if teens were heckling you? Are you clapping back like that, Al?
Listen, there are two parts to this, I believe. One part is there's this innate thing about talking crap in sports, and it happens all the time, especially with fans. But as it relates to Cam Newton, I just feel like he should be more mature about it. He had a very similar event happen back in 2021 where he was being heckled by a bunch of young African-American male athletes. And, he kind of always trumps them by saying, I got more money than you. Now, this is the deal, Cam. Cam is a very talented athlete trying to get back in the league. But this is one of the things that the league front office and the franchise and organizations are saying. Like, he's a media whore, and that's a distraction to the team. So if you know that, I wouldn't have given them more ammunition to not allow me back on a team, even though he still has the talent to do it.
Okay, Q.
I didn't see nothing wrong with it. What I saw in that clip, and I haven't seen the clip in its totality, what I saw was Cam giving some young fans the time of the day, and they were eating it up. I don't think those young kids walked away from that thing feeling like, ooh, we've been disrespected. If anything, they were happy to get some FaceTime with Cam Newton. And he wasn't like super disrespectful. He was playing their game with them. And I saw a little bit of love in that. I may be blind, but that's what I saw.
TV said, I bet Al was Cam's financial advisor.
Probably was, child.
Or did his taxes, right?
Mm-hmm. Or his lover on the side with them outfits he be wearing, but that's a whole nother show, child.
I'm supposed to do his podcast. Okay.
You should. It's a really good podcast.
Mm-hmm. I don't like how he be writing the hieroglyphics on his page. You see how he writes? It gives me a headache. He writes in this really weird text. All right. Hey, y'all, coming up next, Sharelle Rosado is giving us a little too much information. And later, we're putting our soulmates to the test. And guess what, race? Stay tuned. Stick around. All right. Welcome back to TGIF. Shout out to all the soulmates in the chats, even the shady ones. All right, Sharelle Rosado may have weirded out our fans after posting videos of her getting her toes sucked. She tweeted the clip and wrote, told him I needed a foot massage. Ugh. Do you think Sharelle should have kept this to herself, Al?
No, she has an OnlyFans page that she makes a lot of money off of, allegedly, about, her feet, her beautiful feet, a foot fetish. I mean, well, we know Ocho Cinco definitely has a well-known foot fetish. Remember when in 2014 and then in 2018, he talked about Rihanna's toes and feet? I don't know. I thought it was cute.
Okay. Cute?
It wasn't nudity, so overall, I don't have a problem with it. And it's not one of those fetishes that make me be like, oh, we need to keep our kids away from these people. But y'all don't find it a little disturbing? Well, okay, so first of all, I think it is slightly weird and uncomfortable socially for people who have no problem saying out loud, I have a foot fetish. I enjoy sucking toes. I am turned on by pictures of feet. That gives me slightly that you've got the drippings of being a Jeffrey Dahmer in the making, because feet are just ugly. And like my grandma said, feet is made for walking. And she did. That's if you would kick somebody in my family, she'd pop you and say, feet is made for walking. But y'all don't find it weird, those of us of sound mind and body feeding this fetish? Like I think those of us that don't actively participate in this thing, but we feed this to people, I think you're more weird than the person who actually has the fetish.
It's like that whole fetish thing. It's like something that feels good, but like the posting it, I wouldn't disrespect I would feel it'd be disrespectful to post my man doing it because it looks so terrible, I don't know. I just feel like I miss the days when we didn't know what people were really doing behind closed doors. I kind of.
And aren't they posting a lot about their time with each other? Because they just recently showed him braiding her hair and him saying, "Fellas, this is how you save money. You can braid your woman's hair instead of her going to the shop."
I like that aspect of their relationship, though. That part I do like. I love Ocho Cinco when he talks about the saving money thing. Now, I do think that the scarcity mindset, he takes the whole hoarding money to the next extreme. But I love that he doesn't mind challenging traditional gender norms and being a straight man braiding hair. I also think from somebody who had a lover once upon a time who had dreads, I used to twist his hair, and it was one of the ways that we used to really bond. Right. That experience was actually more intimate for me than the act of having sex. I used to love twisting his hair. So I like seeing him do that because that's a special moment to, somebody playing in your hair.
Plus, that feels so good. Like, I love someone messing my scalp and that's kind of low-key foreplay for me. Like, that feels so good. My neck and my scalp. So
she's fellas, but what I'm hearing Claudia say is take her hair, wrap it like toilet paper, say, get in there, get in there, get in there. That's what I'm wrap it like this.
Yeah.
And choke her.
Wrap it long hair and get in there.
Yes. A little bit of a neck thing too. A little bit of, I do like a little bit of that. Okay. Anyways.
Oh, Lord.
I can't wait for my next one. All right. Kylie Jenner admitted that she had a boob job, but she wishes she kept her natural breasts. Now, Kylie previously denied having cosmetic work done on her body. Do you think she should have been honest in the first place, or is it none of our business? Al, what you think?
Stevie Wonder could have seen that she had a boob job. I mean, I like the fact that she's coming clean, unlike her sisters, and a lot of times we're trying to pretend that it didn't happen. I mean, I like Kylie. And let me ask you though, do you guys think Keke Palmer had a boob job too? Because I remember her, she used to be very flat-chested. Now they are really voluptuous.
Well, the baby will do that in weight gain, because I was a B when I lived in LA, and now I'm a D cup now from the weight gain. Now maybe a C because I lost some weight, but you can get them without, and they look like, people ask me if I boob job all the time, and the weight gain just, she got her, I think she got her grown woman body, but I haven't really looked like that hard. Key, what do you think?
Kylie Jenner, you know what? At this point, you might as well just get on Twitter and go ahead and list the laundry list, because we already knew that your ass was shaped like Glorilla before. And I'm like, how Glow get in this? And I love Glow, but Glow shaped like a little boy. Okay, we been knew your ass was shaped like Glorilla before you had all this surgery. And another thing, stop damn lying for publicity, because if you really wish you would have kept your last set of titties, baby girl, it's just a small incision up under here, under your arms, and they can pull that bag out. All right, then they can pull that bag right on out. So stop with the lying and stop dripping us your little procedures when we already know you had a whole bad bitch makeover.
And in her case, I don't think it's anything to be ashamed of. She went to a really good doctors in LA, one of them Beverly Hills. I'm like, shoot, if I ever got some stuff body work, it would be him. Like, he did an amazing job. Like, I think she has some of the best cosmetic surgery I've seen.
Listen, and I'm gonna say this, and I don't give a damn. It's a man coming at a woman, whatever. She was ugly and shaped like a little boy before all of this, okay? And she looked pretty all right now. So yeah, she should be happy. She should be happy. But I'm gonna tell you what's gonna really get these hoes together though. They keep forgetting their children got their old genes and not their new face. Okay? It's some damn children that's gonna tell on y'all ass when they hit puberty.
Well, she said she doesn't want her child to do any cosmetic surgery.
No, and I don't want her child to do no cosmetic surgery either. What I'm saying is your child gonna look like your old you when 12 years old come around. So you ain't fooling no damn body. Them thin ass lips. I hope they don't think plastic surgery get transferred in the DNA.
Remember that Chinese couple that the bride had all that
sued the woman, yeah.
Like, them kids came out ugly, and he's like, he said, "Not me, girl, with these kids." Okay. Glorilla recently reminisced on her old looks from high school. Watch this.
Oh, Lord.
Whole screenshot. He was talking about her fool. You know, fool. I swear to God, fool. Y'all know when I get started, I do not stop on my life, fool. She gonna screenshot me. That's the last thing you do, fool. What? You don't screenshot Big Glow, fool.
She wrote, "Why my friends used to let me look like this in high school, then have the nerve to be messy." All right, y'all. Have y'all ever looked at old photos of yourself and been embarrassed, Al?
Absolutely. I mean, I thought she looked normal though. I thought she was pretty. Beautiful cheeks. I don't know if she had a dimple, but it looked like she almost had a dimple. I thought she was pretty. I didn't think there was anything wrong with her picture.
Me too. I think they look like a normal teenager. Like you ain't polished when you're young like that. And you know, she got a little gap and she has beautiful, perfect teeth now. Q, go ahead.
I always look at pictures. I post my pictures all the time on my Instagram from grad night and homecoming and all these different things. The way we looked in high school with our fashions. That's me and my good girlfriend, Kendra. That's me in college. Look how suave I was.
First of all, that's you in college.
That was me in college.
You look like a 55-year-old man already. Go back to that picture. You look older then.
I looked at that. This old hoe trying to come for me.
Who was you going through?
That was
you look
me.
like you had a mortgage, 4 kids,
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that was either college or that was like my first year after graduation, and we came back for a homecoming. That was one of the two.
You were stressed.
Oh, that's me.
Al Reynolds looking like Michael Jackson over there. Okay.
Oh God. Let me see that picture again.
That's with the red.
I used to always button my shirts all the way to the top.
You still do.
Still the same. It's still the same.
Got that hip cocked out. Okay. Where's my old pictures? You gonna put my old picture up? Oh, look at that. Kwame was in.
What was that, Claudia?
That's a Barbizon model right there. That's a Barbizon photo shoot right there.
Yeah, but the only thing, I was in Italy. I was in
Girl,
Italy.
you know that was one of them mall backdrops.
I was in Italy with my family.
What was that mall thing called, y'all?
Glamour shots.
Glamour shots. Yeah.
Look at the earrings. I was doing way too much. It's like I look like a stud down here, and then a pageant girl up top with the earrings. Okay, that was fun. Hey, keep it locked because coming up next, we're putting our soulmates to the test in Guess What Race, and later an 11-year-old girl pulled a Carly Russell. See, she became a whole verb now, noun, whatever. And find out when we return what she did. We'll be right back. Welcome back to TJF. I'm looking at the chat. Yo, I love our soulmates. Sam Cook said, Claudia said, well, y'all hoes was eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I was in Italy eating authentic pasta from Ratatouille.
I love it. That's too funny.
Yo, they shady as hell. I love them. All right, y'all. Are you one of those people who don't see color, who claim they don't see color? Or do you pride yourself on not feeding into the stereotypes? Well, we're going to put that to a test in a game we like to call Guess What Race. All right, soulmates in the chat, we need you to throw your answers and we will read the headlines. A naked woman in California got out of her car on the San Francisco Bay Bridge and started firing a gun. Her officers were able to convince her to drop the weapon and took her into custody. No injuries were reported and she wasn't held very long. Can you guess the race of the woman? Al.
White, because there were no injuries. If it was a black woman, she would have been thrown down to the ground, beat up, and probably killed.
Damn. Kind of true, though.
You know what's so funny? It was so funny because Al deduced the same thing that I did, just from a different set of clues. It was she wasn't held too long because Al, in addition to getting her ass whooped, she'd have been in jail for about 6 months had she been black. So I'm going to go ahead and say she was a white woman, Claudia.
Everyone in the chat is saying white. It's all white. Yeah, European. Okay. The answer is a black woman. Yes. You off. Yes.
Oh, well, listen, black women people, we making strides, bitch, okay? While y'all around here fussing about using the word cisgender, bitch, cisgender getting y'all ass somewhere, all right? So, hey.
All right, let's get ready for the next one. The chat, y'all are crazy. Stop. All right, a Missouri woman was arrested for using her child as a human shield during a high-speed chase. Officers were able to bring the chase to a safe ending and safely remove the child from the vehicle. Can you guess the race of this woman? Q?
I'm going to say black.
I'm gonna say black too.
That's giving me a black tease.
Because she used him as a shield.
And she used him as a shield.
Damn.
Y'all know the black people be doing, oh Lord.
Hey, don't say
This segment is so wrong, but the black people be doing that. The hood black people be doing that.
You know what? Y'all showing your biases, and y'all are absolutely right. It was, in fact, a black woman. Oh,
Lord, and it would be one with blonde hair.
Damn it. All right. A woman revealed that she allows her 8 and 9-year-old daughters to drink non-alcoholic beverages, beers, at home with her and her husband. And the family has no problem with it. Can you guess the race of this woman?
She white, because black people, we don't even play that mimicking game. It wouldn't fly. You could explain to a black mama all day long it's non-alcoholic, which essentially would just make it soda. But we still ain't having it because that's too grown in the black community. So I'ma say white.
Let's say white.
All right, I'll go with you, white.
All right, let's look at this. The chat is all saying blonde, white, black with a big back. Is crack had a race? Okay. The last is white actress Kristen Bell.
It's her. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds like some old Jada Pinkett type shit that they would do in Hollywood.
And I still can't get over Jada giving them kids mushrooms.
Okay.
I need some much. Anyways, all right. Coming up, find out why an 11-year-old girl pulled a Carly Russell. Keep it locked. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. Shout out to the soulmates in the chat. Hit that like button. We got 1.2. We have over 5,000 watching, so thank you so much. All right, y'all. An 11-year-old girl was arrested for falsely reporting to 911 that her friend was kidnapped. Now, the girl told authorities that her friend was taken by an armed man driving a white van, and when confronted by authorities, the girl said she thought it would be funny. Now, the stunt turned out to be part of a YouTube challenge. I'm so sick of this shit. Can you believe it? Al, what do you think?
It's just sad, but yeah, it's a YouTube challenge called swatting, and it's a tactic to get as many police officers and first responders to come out and surround you. How weird is that? I mean, the sad part is that it's actually something real. A lot of schools and also colleges across the country have seen a huge incident of this thing called swatting. It's just sad that in this case, it was a black young lady.
I'm surprised you said it was a black young lady that did it, right?
Yeah, she was a black young lady that got arrested, and she was only 11. But yeah, she was. It's this new trend in high schools and in college and in middle schools. It's called swatting.
She must have white friends to think that that'd be okay to do that and not get killed with all the attention that we've gotten in the last few years with police and kids. I mean, and black people. Q, what you think about this and this kid?
CPS need to go around her house right now and see if she able to walk, because I know if her mama was black like mine, she tore her ass out the damn frame, especially at 11 years old. I was not prepared for her to be black, but that's neither here nor there. She needs to get in trouble. She needs to get in a deep trouble that's a temporary trouble. And what I mean by that is she needs to do like a 30-day, 60-day, 90-day juvenile hall situation, but then after it's said and done, it doesn't really go on a record and mess her up. I don't want to see her messed up long term, but there needs to be some severe punishment like this, because you know better. And again, I said this on the other show, our generation, it's time now that we do some correcting, because we're the ones who made these kids. We got to dial some shit back. We would have never did that at 11 years old. We knew better. And we got to stop using it's social media, it's the trends, they send it on the internet. Forget that. We got to get our kids back to a place where they're using their minds.
They're saying in the chat that she was a little Karen. They said Google the video. Are we sure she's black? Because they're saying she's
100% black.
Okay. All right. Well, no matter what, that is crazy. Equal, yeah, we catching up over here. Plies was gushing over Britney Spears and her tiny panties over social media. He wrote, her draws be everything to me. Look how she wear them. They be sagging like she ain't finished putting them up. Love this sleep. Do you agree? Are Britney's tiny panties a look, Q? Are they a look?
Hell no, she's shaped like a little boy. Production, put them pictures back up. Plies, they not sagging intentionally. She ain't got no hips for them to sit up on, so they come up to the side. Where she probably pulled them up to where her navel was, and they fell back down damn near to her knees. See, most women, or especially our women of color, they got a little piece of hip, and that panty line sit on top of that curvature that leads to that hip. Put your hand on your hip while your backbone slip. But see, she shaped like a little boy. You know, it's just flat like this. It's just flat to the side like this, just flat. So the panty don't sit up here. It just is. It ain't nothing. Look at it. Just look just like this notebook. It's box. Shaped like a box, like this. Not like this, but like this.
Al, is that sexy to you?
But you know, Plies knows how to stay in the social media, and maybe he's getting back into social media because you know he just recently released a video called "Third Time." I couldn't tell you the last song that he wrote, but I can tell you the last time he was on social media.
Yeah, that was a weird thing to kind of point out. I know he likes, you know, he's definitely funny as hell on social media, but
I think he's trolling us with that because that ain't sexy
at all.
Right.
And her stuff ain't even got no meat on it. I mean, I could go on and on. It's flat to the side. The panties flat in the front. They flat in the middle part. They flat in the bike. I mean, it's so flat it looked like she tucking.
Cute.
I don't know what's going on.
So we got a few minutes left, y'all. What y'all got? Anybody got plans for tonight? At Q, you got a date?
You know, I'm chilling tonight. I had a long day today. My sleep pattern is a little off, so I've been up since about 4 o'clock this morning. So I'm finna get in here and eat dinner, lay down. I'm watching Game of Thrones for the first time.
All right.
Or whatever.
Oh, you know, I do want to give a shout out to a mental health organization that has me in New York City. I'm going to be doing a ribbon cutting in Long Island at True Outreach. I'll be at True Outreach. Is an African-American female-owned mental health clinic that offers equality mental health services, whether you have insurance or not. In Long Island, I'll be doing a ribbon cutting for True Outreach. Check them out on social media. That's True, TRU Outreach. It's a great mental health facility for those in need.
Al and Claudia, you know, there was something I wanted to run by y'all. I was laying in my bed last night and I was thinking about it. And soulmates, we'll get y'all in on it and do a participatory thing. Y'all remember how I took the Funky Bunch to Vegas to see Anita Baker? It's about time we do a meet and greet with the people. So let's brainstorm this really quickly out loud. We're on the phone. Do we want to go to one destination like a Vegas and have the girls meet us and we just hang out for a weekend? That's an option. Or 2, do we want to do a cruise and go on like a cruise and have the girls meet us? Or we can go on out of the country, go to Mexico or Claudia's favorite spot, Aruba, and just put together 2 or 3 days and have the girls meet us. What you think, Claudia?
I love cruises, but if we have 5 days a week, we'd have to do pre-tape because the Wi-Fi is so bad.
Okay, so that's okay.
I love Vegas, of course, but then I'll probably drop too much money. Anywhere, really.
You know, let's start within the country first.
Yeah, I'd say let's stay in the country first so that more people can participate.
Let's go.
And maybe we should attach it to something that's getting ready to happen or something that's going on. Like
that's how I did my Anita. That's how I did my Anita Baker thing. Yeah. So let's start with Vegas.
There are a lot of people saying Dallas. A lot of people say
Dallas.
Shout out to cities.
Okay. But I'm thinking Vegas, and here is why, guys, and this is why I did my Funky Bunch thing there, because then we're not left with the burden of having to entertain the people the whole time. That's why I attached my thing to the Anita Baker concert. So maybe if we find out the next big person that's going to do a residency or something, we can attach it to that be the main attraction and come hang out with TGIF in Vegas for the Janet Jackson concert.
Right.
Oh, Claudia, I found it. Busy B, happy birthday.
All right, cool.
Happy birthday, Busy B.
That should be great. Yeah, okay, great. And you know what? I want to get some birthday music and have a segment. We just like knock out all the birthday shout outs. I think that'd be cute. Like I love us being interactive with our soulmates.
And Delicia, happy birthday, Delicia. I told you I have a few over here. She's turning 24. She's a huge fan. Happy birthday, Delicia.
And I'll be 40 August 20th, and I'm doing all the internet panhandling and all the cash app begging. So y'all wide bike holes, y'all get ready to save up some of your checks, and y'all better do it big for my 40th.
I'm sure they'll be so excited to be called wide back hoes and they'll be rushing to give you money. I want to thank everyone else on Fucking Dineva for being here. Of course, thanks for watching us on YouTube. Stay tuned for McMillan tomorrow. We will see you back here tomorrow. Bye, y'all.
See y'all tomorrow. Bye, soulmates.